Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Welcome into another SR51 Media Show. I'm your host, SR51. Hopefully you're having a good day today. If you're not, hopefully it turns around for you. I am live on TikTok. I am live on YouTube. If you did not catch the SR51 Media Show that was just going, episode 1, be sure to slide on over to YouTube when you're done and check it out. I'm going to drop the website link in the chat again. And let's get to it. All right. So if you don't know, like I said in the episode, if you did not tune in, Adam, yo. Welcome back, Adam. If you did not know, as I said in the last stream, sometimes I will not be using my face. I've been out here almost 5 or 10 years streaming, and to be honest with you, it's a lot when you stream with your face. It's one of those things where, like, it'd be something different if I, like, never showed my face, you know, or whatever you want to call it. But it's a little bit difficult on my part when you're a husband, you know, and you gotta control the whole space. You know, you got people come over, wife in the area, stuff like that. So I like this setup right here. If anybody feels as though, like, when they come in, if they want to know why I'm not live on camera or something like that, they can see other videos where I am, and it's not a problem. All right, now they're telling me to cut 5 players. We're gonna make some harsh decisions. How Nolan Smith get hurt? Wait, who? Oh, Nolan. If I'm not mistaken, Nolan is probably done for the season, because what happened was Nolan popped his elbow, right? He was on a streak to 99, and then, let me move my computer over a minute. All right. He was on a streak to 99. Well, you know what? Let me move this down, because I'm not going to be able to see the game when it comes on. Hold on. All right. Let's move this out a little bit. All right, cool. He was on the way to 99. As you can see, he's 91. But he popped his elbow, and they said that he was going to be out 8 to 10 weeks. So I was like, all right, well, I got to put him on injured reserve because I can't have a right edge not on there. But hopefully I can pull him off the injured reserve before the playoffs. But we got to wait and see. And then also I'm going to make some big-time trades, right? Because I think we're good in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. This year I got hella picks. I set it up, right, so that way when we came back, we could have hella picks, right, for the franchise. So we got number 1 pick, the number 3 pick, the number 6 pick, the number 11 pick, the number 17 pick, the number 30 pick, and the number 32 pick, while we also have 116 in the 4th. He said, yeah, EA needs to fix that when you can't pull something. That is true. You put somebody on the IR, and it's like they just don't let them come back for whatever reason. Okay, now going through the roster to see, because I also noticed that the new method that I want to take is to have people that want to be on the team. Some people are going to get a pass. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, the Eagles, basically, get a pass. If they're up to snuff, if they're up to snuff and they holding their weight at their age, yeah. But at the same time, I will be getting, I think I got rid of Nakobe Dean already. If I didn't, he'll be gone. And then anybody else, Jalen Phillips and the rest of the people. But, of course, Jalen Hurts gets a pass. Big Hurts over here. He want to be top of the depth chart. I don't know why he's number 3. Well, I got the ball Stucky ahead of him or whatever, but, he cool. He gets a pass. Who wouldn't want to be out when you're not the starter anymore? I brought back Saquon Barkley, got him back in here with CJ and Ryan Cross. That was mainly because I tried to run a 2 halfback set, right? Is it you watching WBC at all? Boxing? No. I stopped watching boxing when Mike Tyson stopped knocking people out. Nothing against it. I moved more into wrestling. I like the entertainment. I like the sport, though. The reason why I brought back Saquon Barkley was mainly because of the fact that I think I have an X Factor on the practice squad. Yeah, my man right here, Meeks, he's his first year in, already X Factor, so he's training up. Saquon's in like his 10th year, so you never know. Saquon might go another year or two and call it a day. This will be like his 4th or 5th Super Bowl, so he might stick around, right? But the fullback part with Caleb Fave, I guess the fact that he's a fullback and his weight or whatever you want to call it, he doesn't really move that well through the line, and he can't be a outright, runner like type dude. So what's gonna happen is eventually I'm gonna go ahead and move on from none of them, right? In the wide receiver room, MFW Wagner, Cross, Dolphins for Life, Jai plays Cod, Burris, Smith, and I brought in Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison actually has some morale issues. I don't know if this is a real life thing or what, but his morale's down 1, and the highest value offer we haven't even got to money yet, and he likes the fact that I'm a franchise quarterback. So I don't know just yet if I'm going to move him out of here, but he is up for debate because it is affecting his gameplay. Like, he's a top 6 wide receiver, right? And it's giving him, he's number 20 in the NFL, but it's also messing with him, I guess, not being on the team he wants to. So, and I'm trying to run a team, to be honest. Yeah, I'm a Phillies fan. I watch baseball. I'm trying to run a team with people that want to be here so that way they can grow and get better, and I want to invest in the youth. So if I was to get rid of him, the only veteran on the squad really would be Smitty. And everybody else would be like 20s. So it's a possibility. I want to invest in Marvin Harrison, but we'll see. From a tight end position, of course, Bell and Life and Kyle Pitts. Left tackle, Mailata. I went out and spent some first-round picks on Will Campbell. I really like Will Campbell. I know he caught a bad rap at the playoffs and everything like that and stuff, but hey, man, it was his first year, and y'all put him in the Super Bowl in his first year. What did you expect? By the way, Marv was very happy when he was in Cleveland. Marv who? Oh, I mean Marvin Harrison. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, are you running Cleveland, right? All right, well, let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. Come on, let's see what you got over here. Let's pull up the charts, okay? All right, over here on this roster, you got Sauce Gardner, Myles Garrett, Derek Brown, Galloway, Lindenbaum, Goblin, Wilson, Olabe, Campbell, Milneal, Mbuke. What's your wide receiver set look like? I mean, you got Garrett Wilson, but Marvin Harrison would help more. You got any young rookie tight ends of the knife? What about edge rushers? I'm looking for left edge. You gotta have somebody behind yourself right now. Oh my gosh, you and Myles Garrett. Okay. She's happy over there. All right, you know what? Because I'd rather see Marvin in a place where he can prosper, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this first in 2031. He said take Reddick. Who's Reddick? Oh, what the heck? He has a 99 speed for a rookie? Hey, I'll take that. Let me get this guy in the first, and you can have Marvin Harrison. You agree to that? So I'll put the trade up so you can see it. All right, Marvin Harrison for Javon Reddick and a first-round pick. And Marvin is now in your squad. Do right by him. I like Marvin Harrison. Do right by him. Cleveland loves making trades with Hawaii. Yeah, it's one of those things we do great business. Now, let me see if I can get him on a practice squad, because if anything, I know with guys like that, he just needs a little bit of more time on the practice squad. And then before you know it, a year or two from now, he'll be a 99 speed punt returner. I won't even make him be a wide receiver. Okay, so where are we at now? 4? Okay. All right, moving on to past the left tackle position, we got my man Tristan Wirfs in here and Quentin Nelson. I flipped Tristan Wirfs to a left guard, and then I realized that he's like super good at that position. Now, as far as his morale, that's going to be another thing I look at. He is actually pretty cool with being here, I feel, with 2 things. It's better to have at least 2 than nothing. If you have nothing, then it's going to be harder to work a contract with. So my grief with him for getting into it with Quinyon Mitchell is over because of the fact that this isn't the Philadelphia Eagles. It's based off of the Philadelphia Eagles, but it's not like the current Philadelphia Eagles. So him and Quentin Nelson. I also noticed that when it comes to linemen, most linemen will play like 12, 13 years type thing. So it becomes one of them Jones where basically like you might get another 3 years out of this guy. I ended up moving. What's his name? Cam Jurgens, because Cam Jurgens just couldn't. He wasn't developing that well, and they had labeled him like a trade target veteran, I think. So what I did was I went and got Darren McDougal. He is a top 5 center in the NFL. He's been holding things down, and like I said, wanting to invest in the youth. The line is going to have some older people like Chris Lyncham and Landon Dickerson because they're still on top. I guess the draft class hasn't gotten good for linemen yet. I spent a lot of picks to bring in Penei Sewell, but as you can see, it worked out with him going out to 99 and being basically the best right tackle out there. And then I have Dorsal behind him to invest in youth as well. Nova Campbell, Will Anderson, and Max Crosby. Max Crosby is going to be traded. I'm going to trade him somewhere. And then, well, I got him from the Raiders, so I could keep him if I wanted to. But he said he wanted to be a Raider, so I'll probably move forward with that. And then Abdul Carter, I'm going to trade Abdul Carter as well. Now, Kirk Harris was the number 4 draft pick in this year's draft. And Kirk actually jumped into the right edge position. He has pretty good speed. Let me move my thing over here. He has pretty good speed. Okay, he has a 99 pursuit, number 1, so he can hunt you down. And then he has 86 speed and 86 acceleration for a 6'4", 297-pound former defensive tackle. So he's good off the edge. And then you also have James Guerrero, the boy that we keep putting on the practice squad over and over. But that's the reason why I do that, because now you can see James Guerrero is rated as number 16th right edge in the league, top 20, right? And he has a 99 block shed and a 99 tackle. So basically, he can get through the line, he gonna hunt you down, and if it hits you, you going down, right? So that's a great standpoint for him. And then you would have Nolan Smith rolling out the top. Now, if you say traded Abdul Carter and kept Crosby, that's a possibility because, like the NFL just showed you, they basically wanted to trade Crosby. MLB drops at 12. Name a bad team I should take the promised land. Wait, you said MLB drops at 12. Name a bad team. I mean, it's hard to say who's bad because we're only 30 or 40, not even 30 games into the season of baseball. So, I mean, if you're going off of last year, I would say take whoever has the first round pick. My hand of God. Take whoever has the first pick gotta have been the worst that year. That way you had the best pick available to make. There you go. If it was the White Sox, right? You take the White Sox and you take that first round pick and you just pick you basically just pick whoever you want instead of who they picked and start from there. He said no. Hey, you said you wanted the worst. Max, I might keep around. He said I'm doomed. That's why I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm also to let y'all know the reason why I was a little late because I kind of injured myself a little bit. I was cleaning up around the house and I cut my finger. And luckily, it's not my luckily, it wasn't on my pointer where I can't play, but it's on my the bin part. I'm like, crap, and then I ain't got that many band-aids. Where's my gloves? I'm about to put my Nike gloves on. I ain't gonna be able to type in the chat. Well, I'll do it with my left hand as much as I can. I don't want the show to come off on playing and then break open, and then I gotta stop playing because you know how you put pressure on stuff. But yeah, that's why I stopped playing. I remember with earlier Maddens, that's why when people come in and be like, yeah, what do you call it? Hold on, let me see, make sure this ain't tearing off my band-aids. Okay, we good. Yeah, so at the same time, you know how back before CJ Johnson, back before CJ Stroud, oh man. All right, there you go. Back before C.J. Stroud got signed to the Texans, right? I used to play with the Texans, when they was no Will Anderson or nobody. I used to play with them dudes all day. Oh, that's just too tight on my hand. Yeah, I used to play with them guys all day and stuff like that. And then what happened was basically what ended up going down was that it got to a point where you would get one or two players. And then, say you get, that one quarterback, it would take, 4 years to build just a good line to protect them. And then after that, it will be something where players didn't want to come there because they had that head coach win percentage stuff that valued in. Because they said they were using it, but they never showed it to us, right? It just factored into the game. So then they kind of put it there, right? And then it was the type of thing where like you would win a Super Bowl, but it would take like almost 7 to 8 seasons. Whereas like with this, we didn't actually like reshape just this team. We reshaped the whole NFL. So if I'm winning, that means that other teams are getting better, better, and better. That's why when you saw me go up against who was it? The Bengals, right? And the Bengals was controlled by I want to say I forget his actual name, username, but I know somebody control Charlie Smith. There you go. Charlie controls the Bengals, and they had got me. You know, I threw too many interceptions, went down. He has a great team. You got to think, we're passing players back and forth. You know, and then the salary's off. So what I'm noticing too with this new version of Madden is when you got the salary off, there ain't that many free agents. So being able to say, okay, I'm gonna go in a free agency and just dump $500 million on this John and take everybody doesn't work like that anymore. Now you have to like really play it out. That's why I'm like, okay, if you got Nolan Smith 6 points out from Carter, there's no point in keeping him. Guerrero and him are both Guerrero and Kirk. I already know Kirk about to be an X factor probably because he was a 4th round pick in the 1st round, and he got Smith. Now as far as Crosby, I'm probably gonna hold on to Crosby because I can rotate them out while Smith is hurt. And then from the defensive tackle room, we have myself, Carter, Davis, Ramirez, and Looker. Looker was a 1st round #1 pick that I made last year. I wanted to make a 1st round pick and develop and keep that player. His morale is he's triple level wanting to be here. He loves the warm weather. He loves the championships, and he loves me as a quarterback. Right? He is rated already as number 34th defensive tackle in the NFL, top 10%. He has 99 tackle, 92 play recognition, 94 block shedding. This dude knows everything. He's ready to go, right? Hold on 1 second while I grab. If they're in here. Here we go. Grab me. Oh, down goes the vape. Down goes the vape. Hold on. Let me get a Halls real quick. Oh, we're going to get to this news. I'm just running through the team. Okay. He said, what happened was that scam. What happened was they scammed Cleveland for 3 firsts, and we got a single line. He said, what happened was they scammed Cleveland for 3 picks, and we got an alleged predator in return. He literally scammed us out of $300 million. Oh, you mean, what's his name? Deshaun? Oh, man, that was a horrible pickup. I'm not even gonna lie. Wait, what? Yeah, like, that was a horrible pickup. I would have never, I mean, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta give people a chance and realize that everybody makes mistakes. And when you look at it like, you know, like with Michael Vick and stuff, like, had we never took that opportunity, his career might have been over. You know, so sometimes I don't know his actual situation. He said I executed a trick. Oh, so yeah, Looker's gonna work out, right? Sam linebacker, I got Caleb Fave, Leo Chenal, and Conrad Monroe. Mike linebackers when we wavy, Devin Lloyd and Ivan Pace. But when we traded for him the last time, he played before he was a top 10 quarterback. Yes, he was. You never know, man. He might go out this year and show you again. He didn't get injured that bad. Ryan Cross, Campbell, and Bond. Cornerback room is Life, Stingley, Mitchell, Schmidt, DeJean, Thomas, and Nolan. Free safety is Guy. Strong safety is Cod. Kicker is Wagner. Punter is Cole. All right, now, we're down to 4 people. So the first thing we're going to do is I put Abdul Carter up for trade, right? Okay, now let's see what comes back from Abdul Carter. All right, we got 2 seconds. X Factor wide receiver, Jordan Addison. Okay. I'm sorry that my Ravens have to control the conference. I never want to see him play another snap in Cleveland. He owns. Man, I feel like at the same time. Okay, let's see. Jordan Addison, right? 94 wide receiver will be pretty good. Jeffrey Simmons at 31. Jeffrey Simmons at 31 and 2 first-round picks would be nice. They are our bitter rival, the Titans. Well, not bitter rival. We played them in the playoffs last year, but as far as the organization, that's about it. So that's a good trade. 2 firsts, because it would add to the first going past this year, you know, just in case the class is strong next year. Let's see here. Enrique, he's a good mag linebacker, but we're pretty solid there. Let's see, am I breezing past anybody wanting some first? No? Okay. Jahmyr Gibbs, he's a good halfback. He said send him to the Ravens. I can scan to see who they got in a minute. Why is Saquon on the Colts? Oh, he was on the Colts, so I brought him back. Hold on one second, y'all. So yeah, Trey Smith from the Chiefs would be nice. 29-year-old right guard. But I think I got Landon at right guard right now. Lad McConkey, 93 overall, 80s, Lad McConkey. Okay. I always look at the teams that don't offer X factors. Like, I can tell where y'all are going. Hold on one second. Oh, I have 3 halfbacks. Dexter Lawrence from the Bengals. I'm good on defensive tackle. Okay, so we know the highest part, I would say, the best trades really, are, because we already just drafted our number 1 defensive tackle and number 2, so we're kind of stacked there. I would say this trade for, where is it? I would say this trade for Jeffrey Simmons, the 2 first-round picks, and a 5th and a 7th. And I'll also say this Jordan Addison trade are very attractive. But let me look at the roster and see where we can use a jolt at. First of all, where is the scouting process going to be weak at next year? Because I never said that I'm going to take the first-round pick. I have it because I wanted to see who was out there. Okay. Now, this is something that I may use the number 1 pick, because what I typically do is, or what I did the previous year, was I traded away around this time of year, right before the practice, right before the trade deadline. And what I did was, I was able to get 1 and 3 last year. I added the rest of this in. So basically now, I can pick my right edge rusher I want to pick at 1 and trade probably this. 3 will probably get me picks in this year, and 6 will probably get me picks further in the year out. So 1, I feel, is one I'm going to use. I have 1, 3, and 6. So let me see who's up here. Okay, so the linemen we don't necessarily need right out the bat. It depends, because you have a Jordan Mailata who's getting older, but you already have Tristan Wirfs at left guard. But I don't want him to float back to left tackle. I feel like the line's stronger when you have him in the middle. So yeah, I would say favorite on this guy, favorite on this guy, favorite on that guy. And yeah, I think what we could do, which makes sense. Let me check this left tackle. If it says excellent, see right there. Right there, they're saying he needs to come to the Thunderbirds. These is the 2 teams he recommended that he goes to was like literally in the Super Bowl last year, me and the Titans. So he's saying he has disciplined player who rarely gets flagged, has the ball motor, agile, 6'5", 308. Everything's elite, good, elite. He's a little weak in the strength department, so he's more an agile guy. His awareness is A, his pass block finesse is A. That's already starting off good. That looks like a number 1 or number 3 pick. Now let me see this edge rusher. If this edge rusher is really good, I would take him ahead of the lineman, because edge rushers are hard to find, whereas linemen you can work out. Because a lot of times, some of them linemen be like, basically like, they be like the types where they can pass block, but they can't run block. So it's like, yeah, if I drop back the pass, they got my back. But like, if I end up going into a run scenario, basically they end up dropping off and, getting me sacked. Wyatt, welcome to the community, man. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. If you would like access to the Discord, be sure to go on over to my profile there and see where I'm live at, and join up over there, and then come on back and let me know you did it, and I give you access there. All right. Okay. So it says for the right edge, physical player, bone crunching hits, counter move, arm move, leverage, motor. Okay. He has great, elite, good, elite, decent. Okay. His impact blocking doesn't matter because I'm not gonna ask him to block. So what I would say is the difference of it is, like I said, the edge rushers. Let me see this guy. Okay, similar to the same setup. Also elite, great, good, elite. Okay, so it's really going to come down to them two. And then let me see this guy. Okay, he has a B tackle. And okay, so these two dudes right here are the top two right here. I'm going to keep an eye on these two. So what I would say is, if you did keep the top picks, you might be able to draft like at least one of these guys, whoever one looks better on paper, and then him. Because the reason why I would draft him third is because if he's not there, you could always fall back to, say, this guy right here, right, who they also said should come to the Thunderbirds. But he doesn't have as much great stats, so it might take a while to, he might be a depth piece. Whereas my man up here is looks like probably what? Top 5, right? So if I wanted to, right, not saying that I would choose 2 edge rushers. I don't think I need 2 edge rushers, but if I felt like I needed to have 2 to secure it, I could always wait out what they do and offer them a trade, or really just wait to see what happens. But I want him. I'm gonna use number 1 on the edge rusher, because what I notice is this is the year, if you look close, more of edge rushers and DTs and stuff. Whereas you got 1 lineman in the top 5, but you got an edge rusher at 5 and 6. On down here. So yeah, those are the ones I'm gonna pay attention to. So when the private scouting work comes out, that's what I'm gonna use them for. All right, so that means that we know we're gonna get a right edge. So let's see where else. Okay. What are we a little weak on? Middle linebacker is good. Cornerback's good. We could get, like I said, younger on the line. So what does it look like? Okay, we know left tackles and all that. Okay, what about left guard? Left guard gonna be horrible. Center gonna be horrible. Right guard gonna be horrible. It's only gonna be left and right tackles. So we got a right tackle over there. I can see using a pick on him. Already picked DT. I'm not doing that again. Sam is 2-3. Mike is 2-3. Will is 2-3. Will is 3-4. Cornerback is 1 through 2. 1 round cornerback. Free safety is light. So basically, you're holding on to all your pieces. The main pieces, like I said, that are coming out this year for the teams are basically that left tackle. Oh wait. Yeah. Are this left tackle, and who they're saying is going to go at 2, and somebody else may take the defensive tackle, and then the right edge, who may not even go at 3 because they're saying these guys are higher. So, all right, so you can get a right edge. So you can afford to run light. So what I would say is, let's see who's out there. What's hard to replace? Left guard, right? Who's number 1? I know it's Trenton Walsh now, but who's behind him? Nelson, Smith. Okay. Okay, we got a 25-year-old Donovan Jackson. I would prefer to trade him for a practice squad player eligibility, somebody that's like they came out of the draft recently, they can go to the practice squad. I would prefer not to invest in an alignment that I'm gonna have to replace soon. I'm trying to get more of a youth movement going. Okay, we have Nick Roman, who's an 85. I remember having Nick before, but Nick is actually he had a problem with his run block that I couldn't get together, and he also needs to start right now. I would like to move away from Lindstrom and Lindenbaum, but I feel like I said, I think you can get another 10 or 12 years out of that right there. from the mic room, Roquan Smith plays for the Falcons. But we need picks. So, well, not so much we need picks this year, but we need picks, period. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take one of these offers. And the one that I believe is the best one is, what the Titans are saying. Now, if they're willing to give up this many first, right, let me go into the trade window and see if that would pop up. Because a lot of times what I notice about these trades lately is, especially when you get further into a franchise, is that basically what happens is they end up not wanting to trade you those same picks. And you have to go through the trade to get the picks. So let me see. Okay. Trey Smith is a very good right guard. And I think Landon Dickerson's playing right guard. You know what? Let me see something. Who's playing left guard for the squad? Quentin Nelson? I think Quentin Nelson's only been in the game like 10 years. How many years has what's the name been in the game? Wait, that's the offer thing. Let's see here. Okay, and let's see. So, yeah, Trey Smith's the right guard, and I mean, you could kick Tristan Wirfs back to left tackle, put Landon Dickerson in at left guard, and have Tristan Wirfs as the, basically kind of like, Tote, what's your name? Tote! Welcome to the community, man. Thank you for them likes. Thank you for them likes. Welcome in. I hope you enjoyed the stream. So, yeah, the thing about it is, let me make sure I'm keeping up with all chats. Okay. Trey Smith's a good trade. And then also it takes Abdul out of the NFC, so I wouldn't have to worry about him, causing me a problem. The only time I will see him is in the Super Bowl. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to find a almost 90 right guard in NFL. And like I said, I'm trying to think of, I got Will Campbell, Dorso, Quentin's in his 10th year, and so is Lindstrom. It gets a little shaky in the 12th year. Let's see what year he's in. What year is Trey Smith in? Well, he's only in his 7th. What would his stuff align? Would it align with us? Super Bowl chance, highest value offer, and historic championships. Okay. That's a good thought. I actually like that trade more than the Jeffrey Simmons trade because I'm pretty sure I can throw some first in there. I don't need a halfback. Okay. Roman, we decided we didn't need him. Okay, so let me see Trey Smith stuff again. Super Bowl chance, highest value offer, and historic championships. So I could probably have all 6 with him, and then he's top 4. He said don't do it at I'm not going. They're not getting. Let me tell you something. They're not getting him for 3-4 first, bro. They're gonna have to give up 3-4 first to come up off of this one. That was just me examining this man's stats. I'm not taking him seconds and fifths. I'm just examining this man's stats to make sure he ain't got hurt over all these years. Okay, he's still got a 92 injury, which means he hasn't gotten hurt that much. Stamina's good. Motivation, like I said, will line up with our team. Great abilities, post up. Blockers with disability almost guaranteed to win double team blocks they're engaged in. Screen protectors, ability to win the impact blocks. Matador, blockers with disability have stronger protection against bull rush. And he also gets another ability once he gets to 95. Okay. Who else do you have on this team? I can't take this trade. This is Manny's team. Oh, that can't work. No, that's Manny's team. I didn't know that. I can't. We have a rule. We don't trade on people's teams that aren't around. Okay, so because what I can see from the rest of the NFL, nobody's willing to match the Titans, right? I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Titans offer. Because I feel like when you go through all the offers, it's like one first here, one first there, one first there, one first there. Oh, okay. So the Washington Commanders have number first round pick and 2030 round pick 1. But there's no guarantee that that's going to stay that way. And also, like I said, I don't want him in the conference with me. How about and then Nick Roman? They're giving up a first round pick in 30 and an 8 and a third and a fourth. But Roman can't pass block. And then also with the Jeffrey Simmons thing, I'll decide what's going to happen with him. So yeah, Abdul's going to go to the Tennessee Titans. And then I'll probably also put Simmons in a situation where, because that's the best trade right there. 2 first round picks and a 5th and a 7th. So I'm going to go ahead and take Simmons trade. Send Carter over there. Okay, now, this is where I would also add, I don't know if Adam's still here, he might have bounced. Okay, so Jeffrey Simmons was brought in. He's not going to stick around. Wait, is he even a DT? What is he now? Jeffrey Simmons is a... Wait, where is he? What the heck? Did it not go through? What the heck? Like, wait, he disappear? I don't understand what happened. I gave them Carter, but they didn't give me the picks. What? Oh, yo, I'm glad I'm recording this. Wait, no, I got the 31, but that's the next year one I had. Do they have Carter? And they still got Simmons, bro. I'm punting Carter back if they burnt me. Nah, they still got Simmons. I didn't even give him Carter. Where's Carter? Is he still on the squad? Oh, maybe they rejected the offer. Oh, I know what I probably did. I accidentally hit decline offer. Yeah, I accidentally hit decline. And what it did was it took away the picks. That's cool, though. I'm pretty sure we can build this trade with anybody. And to be honest, I'd rather stack up for the future than bring in Jeffrey Simmons. Because then that's going to take more time with me having to, like, build a roster and all that. So let's go ahead and throw Carter up there. Who's the main team that came step forward? Like I said, I'm trying to get them out of the conference. Let's do. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's see what the Steelers have. I haven't done a trade with the Steelers. Oh wait, they have a yellow. Anyway, the Bears have the most interest. The Bears are AFC team. I'm trying to find a NFC team. I mean, AFC team. Not the Bills, Broncos, Buccaneers. No. I mean, the Colts is. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna trade them with the Colts because I feel like I remember their head coach. He was our previous head coach. Let's do. Who do you have over here? You got any young balls and young, upstanding young snappers? Okay, he got a superstar wide receiver. His name is Caleb Baker. He is a. 1 second. I look at my water. He is a 6'4", 222 wide receiver. Caleb looks like he's unable to run the deep route. That's about the only thing that's wrong with him. Looks like he has catching and all that other stuff. Good health, good stamina. Highest value offer, big market, Super Bowl chance. We'll have the Super Bowl chance and the highest offer. To stack a good wide receiver, I think I'd take Caleb. And then who else you got over here? Emory Jones, the left tackle. Is he still practice squad eligible? No, okay, he's out of eligibility. A Mike linebacker who's an 80. Play recognition is pretty good. Zone coverage, acceleration, and block shedding. Top 12 linebacker. I might pick him up. And then you have a hidden defensive tackle. It's cool. He's probably the guy that was behind my guy. And a hidden center. Okay, so what do the picks look like first? Oh, okay, we can't do this trade, bro. You don't have enough first to justify this one. Moving on. Yeah, so it seems like the Broncos trade. I mean, the Chiefs trade. I'm trying to think about. So if I traded Quentin Nelson, how long has Trey Smith been in the game? So Trey Smith's only been in the game 7 years. He's about 29 years old. Uh, it's a good investment because what it does is it gives you a true right guard instead of a left tackle that's a right guard. And I'm pretty sure you could you could slide Trey Smith into Chris Lindstrom's position, or say yeah, you know what? I like that trade. Here's the thing. I will do the Trey Smith trade. Oh, this is Manny's team. I keep forgetting that. You know what? Let's just find the team straight up. Because I'm glad I didn't push that trade. Oh, the Bengals have an interest? Who do y'all have on your squad? Oh, that's another control team. The Bills, I'm trying to remember who's not controlled. Browns is under somebody's control. Chargers aren't. Let's go. Let's do. Let's go with. What's the ninth? Well, no, that's NFC. What's the Jaguars looking like? Not a lot of picks. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go through it this way because it's not so much about the picks just this year alone. Because I possess most of the picks this year alone. It's well, I mean there is other picks, but I'm not really interested in those. I'm trying to build for the future of next year. So let's stop at teams like the Panthers. They're in the NFC. Okay, the Patriots. I'm trying to think. Did they do anything to screw us over? No, not actually. What's the picks looking like? Okay, I got 2 picks this year, 2 picks in 30, and 1 pick in 31. Okay. How about this? I'll give you Abdul Carter for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 first round picks, and let's say depends on how bad y'all want. You always shoot high. Never aim low. Right? Always shoot high in these trades. You never know what they'll give you. So, I like stacking linebackers, but I mean, a good lineman, somebody you have that's not like really old or something would really work. Let's see here. Don't really got that many people. Mike is pretty gruesome. Okay, so they have a new cornerback, 22-year-old cornerback. He has a little bit of zone coverage, so he's a little man, but he needs some work. Okay, so like I said, I would go more, probably like a second or something. 5 first-round picks in a second. Take the second off. Do I have a second I can give them to get that first? Put the 4th up there. Take that 20 take the 2031 off. Take the 16 off and add the other 2. And then add in, say, a 2 and a 3. Take out the 3. Take out the 2 and make it a 5. All right. Now, we were successfully able to trade Abdul Carter in the 4th for the 2029 first round pick, the 2030 first round pick, the 2030 first round pick, and the 31st first round pick. So, this is what I'm talking about. If the franchise is going to run for months and months and months and season after season after season, we got to be able to pick. So Abdul Carter, they said, boom, Abdul Carter joins the Patriots as the trade is finalized with the Thunderbirds. Okay, so Abdul is gone. Okay, so in practice, as in draft picks, we're first out. We're going to be good going forward. Okay, now we're down to 3 people. Let's see what week we're in. We're also in week whatever. Is there anybody left that's needing to be resigned or doesn't want to be here? It's good to know. Jalen Stuckey, he's going to cost a lot. I know that. Ramirez wants to be here. Gene Burris doesn't. But I'm still undecided about Gene because I brought him in because he was a great X Factor wide receiver. But I'm thinking that, maybe that was a bad decision because when you look at the wide receiver room, it's not like he's needed, but he's a very young wide receiver that's already in his 2 years in the NFL became better than somebody like Devontae Smith. But Smitty is, 30 years old now. And then if Smitty retires next year, it would only be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide receivers. So I would have to have some backup wide receivers on the bench. If I was to go to the NFL and look up wide receivers to say take his place, if I was to look for someone to take his place, it would have to be one second. Give me a second here. All right, I'm back. So yeah, if I was to come in here and say, okay, I was gonna, later on replace him. First of all, you don't go down in players, you actually go up. AJ's on the Jets now. I had left him over there, and then you got Gene Burris at 24. So it would have to be like a superstar wide receiver over top of him. And what I feel is, if anything, people are gonna fall. Like Nico Collins is basically coming down. AJ's only 2 points out. McConkey's young. London's young. Addison's young. Neighbors is young. And then you start up with our players, Puka Nacua, Lamb young. Mon and Lamb are starting to get into closer to their 10th year. But yeah, that's what's going to shake it out. Gene can end up becoming like a top 12 wide receiver. If not, if you count it up now, he got to be like top 20 or higher than that, really. Yeah, he's a top 17 wide receiver in the NFL, arguably top 5 best. So in that situation, you don't trade somebody like that away. And then also, it widens out the wide receivers to be able to run 6 wide. We got to do 4 people, though. So I would say Nolan's on the practice squad, and they're counting him because he's on injured reserve, but I'm going to have to leave a space open for him. That's another reason why injured reserve may not have worked, because from what I know, in the playoffs, you're not allowed to send somebody down to the practice squad and call somebody up. So I might just got to leave an open space for him. At the Sam room and the linebackers and all that, I don't really have anybody. Matter of fact, I don't really have anybody that is that old. There is the Devin Lloyds, and then Devin Lloyd's really good. But if I go to my practice squad, I have a Mike linebacker named Jamal Crawford. And if I remember, Jamal wanted to be here. So we're going to elevate Jamal Crawford. He's going to go back to his starting position. We're going to trade away Devin Lloyd. Nothing against Devin Lloyd, but, having a young ball like that on a bench who's only like 4 points out from you doesn't make sense. I think he wants to be here. Yeah, he had like super interest to be here, and that's great and everything, but I'd rather go in a different direction. Unless, let me see Ivan Pace. Now, Ivan Pace is an X Factor zone hawk. Does Ivan want to be here? Okay, we're going to trade Ivan out. because you're gonna, first of all, you're gonna get more value trading Ivan out, but then at the same time, Ivan also is a X factor middle linebacker, in his 5th year, right? Crawford's a superstar X factor in his 1st year and only up 4 points away, and then Lloyd's coming down. Now Crawford is ranked as the number 8 ranked middle linebacker in the game. Lloyd is older but younger in experience, and Ivan is actually younger but doesn't agree with the team. Now, if I had to choose between the two, typically you go with the X Factor because X Factors size up quicker than linemen. Excuse me. X Factors grow quicker than superstars, and Lloyd isn't a superstar. Lloyd is a star. So what that means is, with him, if I had to guess, with him going into his 7th year at about 30, do I see him capping out at say 90 or 89, 90 in the playoffs, and then maybe next year you take a hit and go further down? I could see that because of the fact that his morale is already at 58. He agrees to everything here. And, I mean, you want to build a base of somebody here, but you also want to keep talent at the position. So we'll figure, I think one of them got to go. But we'll make a mind up about that in a minute. Cornerback-wise, we're definitely running too many cornerbacks. I was able to pick up this bull right here, Charlie Schmidt. Charlie was picked up, let's see, when was Charlie drafted? I think he might have been drafted this year if he still has his, what's the name? And I drafted people this year. He was in the draft this year. He was, oh my God, he went undrafted. So this is basically like your gem player right here. That's why I picked him up, because it was like, he came out, oh no, you know what? That's, wait. You know what? This might be Charlie's player. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken. Ain't this Charlie Smith's player? Yeah, I think we created Charlie another player. Let me check the notes. I think we made a player for Charlie. Let me see. Let me see. Charlie Smith, Bengals, running back, 99 speed. Charlie Smith, cornerback. Yeah, that's his player. I was like, wait, what? Who is this guy? That's like some undrafted. I'm like, what? Okay, so he's on the Bengals, if I'm not mistaken. So his player, I'm glad. I must have been in the middle of creating his player, and then I bounced out. So I can't trade anybody from his team, so I'm just going to take first-round picks. And then, well, I ain't going to take all of them. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to take this year's pick. Well, he has 31, so I'm going to leave him 31, and I'll just take one, really, because that's a mod team. That way it's further out. But I'll take at least a second this year, or a second next year. All right, put his player over there. I was like, wait, who the hell is that? Okay, now it's starting to make more sense. Charlie Smith joins the Bengals as a trade is finalized with the Thunderbirds. Okay, now 3 more people, right? So in the cornerback room, now it's been shrunk down a little bit. You got basically 6 cornerbacks, okay? Azir Thomas, Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, Derek Stingley, Joe Bento's Life, and Nolan. I would say for the 3 people, once again, I would come back to this linebacker room right here. I don't think it's smart to, just because a player has a good personality, right? I don't think that should trump ability. So let's come over here and match them up. Okay, first of all, Lloyd is faster in acceleration, but Pace is faster in speed. He beats him out by 1 point in agility. Strength is a couple points off. Awareness is the same. Play recognition is 2 points off for the Zone Hawk. Tackle is 1 higher for Pace. His hit power is better than his. His block shedding is also better. His power moves, he has actual power moves, which is something you should have because Crawford has power moves. His finesse moves are way better than, he's like one of the second best finesse moves on the team. His pursuit is more than MVP Wavy's pursuit, right? And MVP Wavy's a mod, right? He doesn't have that much man coverage and zone coverage, which I wouldn't expect. Devin Lloyd has a pretty good zone coverage, but Crawford has better. And then as far as stamina goes, he has a pretty good stamina, a couple points higher. Toughness is the same, injury is the same. morale is 8 points higher. And then personality is at 85. So that's what I'm saying, where he's a great person and stuff like that as a player, but I can't see myself being in a situation where I keep a person based upon personality, you know? So let's see what we get offered. Okay, Jalen Phillips left and he went to the Bengals. Tavion Bush. I mean, I'm really looking to try to see if I can get some first out of these people. Josh Sweat. Josh, I heard might come back to the Eagles. If that happens, I'd be sure to pick him up. But let's see. Okay, can Tesla go to the practice squad? No. Okay, so what I would do is I would find the first team. Who was interested first? The Bills, Broncos. Let's see about these Cardinals, and you can hold on to Josh Sweat while I scroll through your team and see who you have. 1 second while I disconnect the mighty vape. Okay. Let's see. Who do you have over here? You got anybody I want? Ooh. Oh, you got Tulia Potu. Okay. Tulia, I think Tulia Charger, if I'm not mistaken, right? I'm mainly trying to build off the youth people that can go to the practice squad. I don't even know the wide receiver. What you got in the cornerback room? I'd love to pick up a young cornerback, somebody I can train up. Okay, well then let's do this. Instead of going that route, because we have worked out a lot of the picks, let's go over here to the NFL and see who's the young boys that pop up. So it would be Charlie, of course, and then it would be Charleston Macklin is a superstar at 23 years old. 1 second. Do something here, and then I'm going to check in on him first. Okay. What the heck? Oh, okay. Moss is one. Hold on. All right. Oh, what the hell? I sat it down. I need to use it. So Charleston, doing the Charleston. I should change the name to Carlston Macklin. Take out the H and name him Carlston Macklin. Carlton. Okay, so he wants a Super Bowl chance. He also at the same time, hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. He also wants a warm weather state, which we are. Historic championships, which we are, and Super Bowl championships, Super Bowl chance, which we are. So he would really be the perfect cornerback to bring in, especially with he's a captain on this team. He is 23 years old, 6'4", 192. Man-to-man is pretty good. Come over to his rating. He has 92 man coverage, 84 zone coverage, 93 play recognition. Probably put a point on the tackle to help him out. Top 6% cornerback, entertainer. Health is very good, no problems there. And motivation and tags would line up with us. It depends. Let's see if they would. I mean, it's not depends. I'm gonna pick this guy up, and I have enough picks to be able to make it happen. But sometimes when teams are sometimes when they're the best player on the team, okay, he's not the best player on the team. Okay, they say no trade offers for him. That means that I gotta put some money nice in there. Okay, so because I know they're looking for a Mike, and Devin Lloyd's like one of the best in the league. Let's see how this goes now. See, that's why I didn't put any picks on their side, because you never know what they would have wanted from me. I should have got that second. There we go. See if this second. That's why I grabbed that second. All right. We got a almost 2-year-old linebacker out of there and was able to go get a cornerback to strengthen the line. He came right in. This nigga Macklin came in and jumped the line. Look at everybody went up like, oh, we ferocious now. Give me 1 second, y'all. I just had to fix something here. All right. I am the law. And if you need to know if you're ever coming back, Tell him, Jigger.
You will rest in peace.
So I think with these young cornerbacks and stuff over here, we're really making like a lot of progress. Like when you have Macklin, you have Zuri Thomas. So I would say, what's up with Sting? I think Stingley really wants to be here too, right? Okay, so is there any cornerback? I can't remember if Nolan wanted to be here. And okay, Nolan does not want to be here. He wants to be close to Utah. He wants to be in a big market. So in a way, what I would say is because you don't have to trade him and you never know if he's going to end up not to say being good, but because I think Azuri Thomas, he wants to be here, right? Oh, Azuri's different too? I would say trade Azuri because when it comes down to age on age, first of all, on a speed standpoint, he's way faster than him. Play recognition, Azuri right now is on the high. He has 99. But Young Bull is a superstar as well. He also has a man coverage of 93. Azuri plays better zone. Press is good. Catching is better. His tackling is better. So, what I would say is, how many do you have so far? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you get rid of Thomas. So I would say Nolan goes to the practice squad. Thomas gets traded. So let's see also where else we can improve. Let's see here. How about this? I got one for you. How about instead of getting into where you're gonna send them, how about you trade Azuri Thomas and a pick from somewhere for the number 2 pick in this year's draft? I know somebody has it. Now, would they give it up? That's a different question. But it depends if they're not quarterback hungry, then yeah. And the reason why I say that is because if I can pick 1, 2, 3, I'm not gonna pick 1, 2, 3. That's just stupid because basically you're gonna end up. It's like rolling a blackjack. You're gonna crap out. You're gonna bust. So the thing of it is, what you want to do is basically like look for 1 and 2, because that way you're at least guaranteed to get the players you want. And then I'm probably going to trade out 3. 9 times out of 10, 3 will secure the future picks. Oh yeah, look, and they're looking for a cornerback as the number 1 thing. So they were going into this draft looking for a cornerback. See? That's how after a while, not saying like mastermind, master mold, make them, but at the same time, make the roster master mold. What it is you can tell if there's number 1 thing is a cornerback, they're probably the cornerback got better. Mac Jones is over there humming with him, but the cornerback room is probably very light for them to be that interested. Yes, they have Dayron Porter, who just popped as a superstar last year, and some pretty average cornerbacks. You're getting thrown on with these type of dudes. They have Minka Fitzpatrick, and they also have C.J. Gardner-Johnson, so they're pretty good there. But they do want Macklin, and I don't have to do anything like screw them over or nothing. So, if they don't take a pick or this pick, I'll go ahead and Okay, so let me go ahead and grab one of my practice squad players that we not really using like that. If you're gonna be bringing in Thomas, you might as well go ahead and sign this guy from the practice squad. And then, because there's going to be releases later this year, too. So I would say, what's up with Reddick? Is he normal? Sign Reddick, too. That way we might be able to work a pick out of this. Reddick was nice, but normal. Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people say, why is everybody X Factor and Superstar? That's because X Factor and Superstar mature faster as development goes than Superstar. So for a number 2 pick in the league, I will give you Azuri Thomas, Sampson, as well as, who was that other guy? Azuri Thomas, Sampson, and, wide receiver. Reddick. And that's all I want. All right. So you were able to, because what I'm learning from, not saying I have any problem with them, but what I'm learning from the A.J. Browns and the Max Crosbys, Trey Hendersons, Michael Parsons, it can mess with the development of the team if we don't have like a good personality. Because, not to say personality, like you have to be this chipper guy all the time. But if it's one of them situations where everybody isn't on the same page come playoff time, then that means everybody's rating isn't going to go up. So, basically, I'd rather have people in here that want to play, that want to be here. Some players, like I said, get a pass. Some players don't. You know, Azuri was good. We won the Super Bowl. I sent him somewhere nice. Okay, now we got rid of the cornerback ball. Now, who did I bring in just now? I got the first, right? Let me see. I did that trade. It was a... You know what? They'll have it up here. Dolphins pick up a major piece in the puzzle. Definitely makes it better. Oh, no, I picked up the pick. Okay, so let me make sure the pick stayed 2. Sometimes it changes. Okay, so I go 1, 2, 3 if I wanted to. But 9 times out of 10, the reason why I said I'm not going to go 1, 2, 3 is because you can always pick up depth pieces the rest of the draft. So what I'm going to do is pick here, probably that right edge, here, that left tackle, and then trade these two definitely, and then use these to get people. Because these two are too high to use on people. Because that would mean you're bringing in almost 5 or 6 X factors, or at least potentials. And I'm probably sure I can take these 2 picks right here and trade further down into 31. So that way, we already have 2 for 30, so that way we can build out 31 before teams trip out. Give me one, well, you know what? Give me 1 second here. Sorry about that. I forgot the mic wasn't on. Ben, what's up with you, man? Welcome in, welcome in. Manny, oh, what I was saying, Manny, was, I'm sorry if you didn't hear me. Welcome in, Manny. Thank you for being a part of the stream. What I was saying was, yeah, man, been doing it almost 10 years and stuff like that. Let me get this game queued up because I'm going to play this game and then I'm going to go ahead and call it at night. Yeah, so what happened was, wait, we got trade offers for Burris. Let me see what they offer me for Burris first. I think with this many people willing to offer like big names like Trey Smith and Brejon Robinson, I think this dude is going to be something special. So I'm going to hold on to him. We're going to go ahead and decline those offers, but we're going to leave Burris there and see what happens next week. Jump forward, and we're about to start this game up. Like I said, I'm going to play this game, and then I will see you cats tomorrow. I'm feeling maybe, it's not going to happen tonight podcast-wise, but if you didn't catch the show, the SR51 Media Show, it's under a playlist on YouTube. Be sure to check it out. It explains a lot of things that have changed up. And also, I will be putting a, also, oh, I thought something happened to my franchise. I also will be putting up a link to my webtoon that I'm going to create tonight. Eagles sign Falcons edge rusher, one deal. Oh, really? Who's a former edge rusher? 20 minutes. Let me see who's the former edge rusher. Who's that? Let me go to Bleacher Report. I don't even know who. Do you got a name? Is it that guy? Abu?
Make sure you don't set off the smoke alarm blowing all this.
Oh.
It's a little foggy up in here.
Oh crap. Yeah. Hold on one second, y'all. Yeah, so you said he's Arnold. Oh, I know him. He's good. Arnold's pretty nice. I wonder what we had to give up to get him. Let me see right now. Arnold was picked up for, if we got him. Yeah, I know him from Madden, but I have never. Eagles reportedly signed pass rusher to 1-year contract, adding a veteran edge rusher, Arnold. Okay, I'll take that. Let me see. Signing Arnold to a 1-year deal. All right, so we didn't have to give up. We didn't have to give up a first-round pick for edge rusher. I'll take that. Maybe we go on the draft and look at it. Okay, let's spend these coach points and get this game kicked off. Okay, my staff has been really loyal, so I'm gonna go ahead and start updating a lot of their abilities. I want the defense. I need some help developing the defense a little bit. I'm trying to think who needs development. Yeah, we need development on defense with like cornerbacks and stuff. So let's see what they have, which is edge. Let's get some stuff we don't have, like increased zone coverage for cornerbacks when covering 3 plays. Let's get that. Slightly increased power moves for edge rushers. Let's get that. And then let's also help the offense. More release for wide receivers. And then if we can get a play sheet. And all these are 20s. And all these are 20s. Okay, so we use all the points. Let's cue the system. Alright. Upgrade players is available. Conrad Monroe getting better and better. My man gonna be a 90 before it's over with. Watch. I'm gonna have this ball up to a 90 before it's a wrap. Okay. And then let's do the lineup because I made hella trades basically. Jalen he's gonna be there. Okay, Saquon's back. Wide receiver room is looking pretty good. Tight end, we gotta fix that. Joe Bento's life is in, and then Hankins is behind her. Campbell, left guard's good. Center. center, right guard, left tackle, left edge. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I think Cowboys winning the NFC East next year. Ben, you just hate the Eagles. No, I'm just playing with you. I think for real, man, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I think that we got a good team, but I also think that I can't see the Cowboys being better than the. I don't know why I get this feeling the Giants are gonna be really good. I think with Harbaugh, I think if Neighbors is healthy, if Dart is healthy, if Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Kevin Thibodeau. You know, like, I think if they got it together, I think they're going to give us the run for the whole thing. I think the Cowboys going to come out in a sense where it's, like, not a predictable standpoint, but, like, because they lost so much on defense, I think they're going to score the points, but I think the defense is going to weaken. I'm thinking the 49ers to trade Trent for a third and probably a seventh. Man, they better trade that boy before we get to the draft. That nigga, like, 50 years old, he better get out there and do what he going to do, because you about to... By the time y'all go to trade him, that's why I like when. That's why I kind of, in my opinion, that's why I like with That's why I'm trying to think. Give me Jordan Davis off the edge. That's why I like the Oh no, I can't use Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis is my nose. Give me a linebacker. Give me Conrad Monroe, the run stopper. Yeah. So what I was saying was because Trent is easy to replace. I feel like, don't get me wrong, Trent is easy to replace. I think that what he did was all right, and I'm not saying the team versus team, but like when you look at how Lane Johnson went about it and others, he could have easily told us, I want $500 billion to come back this year, but he took his normal millions, and he's helping us because I'm gonna be real, he is really helping us because what he's doing is he's putting us in a position to not have to draft a replacement for him this year. Like, we could actually be in a situation where it's like, okay, we go ahead and get a pretty good veteran, somebody that maybe got 5 or 6 years left on their contract, 5 or 6 years, left in their career, maybe get a young boy out of the second round or something, use the first pick somewhere else. I know everybody has us taking a tackle, but you never know, Pretty shocked the Cowboys didn't go after Trent or Fred. Right. I'm still pretty shocked that the daggone Cowboys traded Micah Parsons. I don't care what you say. Drafted players, you might not have wanted to trade him to the Eagles. I can respect that, but frankly, you should have never traded him, period. Like, there is no logical reason why this man needs to be traded. What's that thing? LOS or something where I messed up last time and it was Jalen Carter kicking kicks. Pretty sure. Oh yeah, I'm surprised. I think the Cowboys. I'm gonna tell you something that I think happened too with us that a lot of people may not to say necessarily believe, but they may not actually. Let me see. Mecca trade is the reason why the Cowboys are in talks, comping for a Super Bowl. I mean, I feel like myself that Wait, hold on one second. How's the wide receivers lined up? Okay, Dolphins, 1, 2, 3. Okay, Wagner's up. Cross should be able to have Wagner. And then Wagner, and really it should be Dolphins. And I'm going to put Wagner. If Wagner's at the slot, then Codd needs to be in. Burris needs to be in. And Smitty needs to be in over him. So, slot is always designated as 3. 1 second, let me set this up so I can get this rolling here. Who is it that's going to be 3? Wagner, that's right. And then also put Burris up here. And then also put Codd. Where's Codd at? There you go. And then yeah, so what's going on is I just did the SR51 Media Show episode 1 on YouTube where I explained a lot of different things. I've been using my face. Well, I've been streaming for almost 10 years, if not 10 years. And I've been using my face off and on, well, really on for like the past 3 or 4 years. And to be honest, sometimes that's the reason why I'm not able to stream because like the environment I'm in. Like I have a very good computer that can stream from anywhere. and I'm trying to work it up. I'm probably gonna get another computer, and I want to get to a point where like I can go to like a Starbucks coffee shop or something, and use my computer and do a stream without actually invading people's privacy. So I was testing out some software today to see how it works. The picture came in nice, the bottom came in nice. So every now and again I'll pop in the cam, but I don't really feel like it's needed when already shown what you look like. Be different if I never showed my face or something, or I didn't have a mic on. Let's see here. All right, so first of all, where was we at? Rush left edge. Thanks for that support. Right edge. If Will's coming off, the Will shouldn't be coming off the left. That should be put Monroe there, and then behind Monroe, give me Zach Ball off the left. Then on the right edge, going with Will Anderson, and then give me Harris, and then give me Guerrero. And the left edge will be, okay, cool. Rush defensive tackle will be me, Carter, and Morales. Nose tackle will be Jordan Davis, me, and Carter. Linebackers is all the cats. Nobody's went up that needs to be replaced. Slot cornerback is held down by Coop, Life, and Quinyon. Quinyon shouldn't be doing that. That should be Macklin. And Joe Benzo's Life shouldn't be doing that. That should be Nolan. All right, we're ready to go. Okay, what uniforms do you guys have on? What's your alternate? Okay. Very orange uniform. If y'all wearing orange, I gotta be able to see them. Let's go white. Let's go multiple defense. Let's go run balanced. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys here with this list of players that they have, which are Jalen Johnson, Joe Thuney, DJ Moore, Romeo Duze, Colt Hamilton, and Esteban Sanchez. Okay, give me 1 second to go into the restroom, and then we'll kick it off. Justin, welcome into the community, man. Yeah, this is actually a mod and mod controlled league. So what we do is normally how we like to operate is more. If you join the community on TikTok and YouTube, we can add you a player into the league to any team that you would like to be a part of. So basically, you would get to create a player on offense and one on defense, and then you can play for either our team, my team, or any team that's not controlled by a mod. So, and also if you want to wait till say next stream, and let's say you don't want to go over to YouTube, there's going to be access for webtoons to have the same thing. All right, let's get it, y'all. Damn it, I forgot to get my headphones. I have to go with the big ones. Yeah. I love the presentation of the Thursday night football games. It's so realistic. Football really has come a long way, bro. Madden is truly one of the greatest franchises ever created.
As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Thunderbirds of Honolulu. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. These guys really need a win in the worst way possible. 1-4 now to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team.
Hold on, gotta turn the audio up.
Ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday at prime time.
Ah, doing something, couldn't get a straight run.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller. Now at his 4th season in the NFL.
He's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdowns.
Look at that line. Look at that line. Let's go get him, gentlemen. Go get the line. Okay. 2 or 3 yards. 2 or 3 yards. I'll take that. I'll take that. Let's go with the double and wide coup.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass. Number
Go.
16 in the league.
Good catch, Cross. Good catch, Cross. Halfback stretch. Going with it. Ah, hit the hole. Hit the hole. All right. All right.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Give me the inside zone.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's dropped just
Good run, CJ.
4-yard pickup, leaves him with
3rd and 1. Right up the middle.
3rd down and 1.
Go get it, CJ. Oh, he got stopped.
Comes to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to
Quarterback sneak. Let's see how they line up. Oh, they gave up the middle. Don't get it. Ah, that's right. The QB sneak.
yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this
Power
game is
O.
about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should be looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward.
That's what I'm talking about, Elliott. That's what I'm talking about, Elliott. Welcome back.
23 yards, the final tally.
Elliott, like I'm back, like I never left.
Defensive formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards
That's what I'm talking about, Elliott. Let's
Instead,
go.
He threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
All right, let's go slot drive. I see you, Life. Cross, I see you. Go on with it.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Ha! Get off me.
His guys man in stride, complete.
Let's go full back dive. Don't get this first. Bring it back down out the air, gentlemen. Ha! No huddle. No huddle, no huddle, no huddle, no huddle. Give me the PA cross.
Looking to speed things up here.
Did I go see it coming, gentlemen? Ha! Oh, you gotta hold on to that.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, you gotta hold on to that.
Thought a surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around. And
I got him. I got him. I got stuff like that. Don't even worry about it, bro. Tight ends is straight. I see you, Life. I see you in the cutter. Like I say in the pocket on this one.
Play action fake.
Ha!
Look to throw.
Let's go! Tell him what is hitting the ball. Oh, wait. No, it's kind of late in my area. Hold off on the sound effects. Doom, doom. Doom, doom. Doom,
back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row,
I don't know. I saw it on the replay. On the replay, it looks like she caught it inbounds, but it kind of like foot went down a little bit. He looked like he got it. Oh, he's a little bit distant. If anything, I'm going to go back to him. If they take it away, I'm going to go right back to him. I'm going to try to set up a play like a whip play or something like that. The ruling on the field is reversed. Wuss. Hit me with, you can't actually call a play for a specific person like that. You have to like call them all out and then change the route. So go. No huddle. No huddle. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. They ain't got nothing for us. They ain't got nothing for us. TA shake. They ain't got nothing for us. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. That's right. Don't get it. Tell him, Swoop.
And the Thunderbirds take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
Into the presidential way. We out. Let's go.
And they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys,
Look at the angle. Toe drag swag. Look at the angle. The one thing is, I do feel as though they should have changed Swoop's jersey, but you know that's like some technical crap they'll get into later. MFW Wagner, best kicker in the business, gonna get it.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh my God! Oh, I'm not gonna lie. He put up the peace sign. You wrecked yourself. You should have been paying more attention to like the lane. Give me the linebacker blitz. Come at him right from the rip. Let's go after. Let's go to work, gentlemen. Oh, come here! Ow! Sit down. Couple 4 quarters. Get him! Good hit. I forgot Bryce Huff retired. First of all, Bryce Huff was like one of the most scrubbest players I've ever seen, bro. Like, we traded for this dude. He got mad at us because he didn't play because he wasn't that good. Then gonna talk about he don't want his ring and now gonna retire on them dudes. Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. That morale stuff means a lot in football, bro. 50% physical, 50% mental.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
That's not even coming from me. That's like people like professional athletes that have literally said it all the time.
The Bears with the football.
It's also a business decision. It's also a business at the same time too. I think a lot of people don't understand, like, speaking on a Max Crosby trade from a business standpoint, that can really impact his brand because of the fact that, I mean, not saying the Raiders Nation wouldn't, you know, give him average. Hold on one second. Ooh, I had that lane, but I couldn't get away from it. What really impacts his ability is the fact that, okay, receiving touchdowns. See you.
Led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been the go-to guy in this offense throughout the first half of the season. As you can see, he's the NFL's leader in touchdown catches.
He had kind of up.
Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams.
Great catch. Great catch. So yeah, the Crosby thing, like, yeah, you'll probably get the occasional, like, you know, car commercial and, you know, that sort of stuff. But like on a massive kind of like, how can I put it, like Nike contract type thing, I don't think they would like look away from him. But I think that marketability. Hold on a second.
So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well, and then you
So I'm talking about cross complete.
Big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You got nothing for you, Cross?
Boy, Charles,
Captain or
this
not?
offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that.
So yeah, with Max's thing,
reputation is the league's best
like prime example, right? You look at Brandon Graham, right? BG is so good that he is coming back for another season. Keep in mind, this man's probably Hall of Fame bound, right? Probably first ballot, right? 2-time Super Bowl champion, countless Pro Bowls, right? Countless probably week, player of the week, NFC champion, divisions, all that sorts of stuff, right? He was offered a job at hold on a second. He almost got away from me last time. He was offered a job at Good Morning Football. He didn't turn it down on something he hate them. He just realized, probably marketability wise, if I go back and play, another year, right, and maybe win another Super Bowl, how marketable home was it? Come here, boy. Get over here. What I'm talking about? Get over here.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help the...
Hold on, I'm going to keep that clip.
Because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple
So yeah, what I was saying was, like with BG, right? When even if we don't win the Super Bowl this year, which I hope we do, hope we do win it. But if we didn't win it right away, you think you can win? Cover 6. If we didn't win this year, BG could walk away a 2-time Super Bowl champion, probably first ballot Hall of Fame. First ballot Hall of Famer, easy, right? And at the same time, in a situation where he can market himself to anybody. When he appears on Good Morning Football or wherever he goes, they have to put 2-time Super Bowl champion, Pro Bowl, blah, 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 blah. So, hold on a second. So what happens is it puts the organization in this halfback dive. I'm going to switch it up. Going with it, Dolphin. Ha! Get off me. No huddle. Slot post. Take a risk. Didn't feel comfortable with the throw. Get off me! No huddle. No huddle. No huddle.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
No huddle. No huddle. No huddle. I'm in the PA zone sale. Uh-oh. That was my fault. That was my fault. We down here, though. We down here. Take the sack. Take the sack. Rather take the sack than basically, take the interception. Coming to you, Novocaine. Gotta go lower. Gotta go lower. Throw the ball. Oh, the pocket collapsed. No huddle. No huddle. We'll go for give me fade smash. Coming your way, Wagner. We're looking at you, Cross. Oh, I thought he had that one. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Thought he had that one.
And his kick here it's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury.
That's where I got to bring more waters up here when I come around.
Because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So yeah, what I was saying was the marketability. I feel like somebody like BG can market himself way better than a Max Crosby. As far as who's better, myself personally, I would say I feel as though BG's better, right? Because of the fact of, like, not so much like just off of money, like what they've been paid, just off of like stats and awards and a whole year of career. Now, if it gets to a point where he retires with a lot better stats than what he has, it's something different. But as it currently stands right now, I feel as though BG's the better one. You can't compare them now because they're older. I saw you. But yeah, the thing about it is, it's a business at the same time. You got to watch your marketability, and that, if you ruin that, it's kind of hard to get that back. I feel like with Max Crosby, he took a big hit. Hold on a second. Ooh, that was my fault. I should have had him. Good catch, guys. I feel like it messes with his marketability because of the fact that even if the Raiders wanted to, you know, like, of course he's gonna, like, not to say of course he's gonna say, but in a way he knew that, you know what, bring the blitz on him. Don't even bring the edge blitz. Don't even give him time to throw it. Of course he knew that, okay, you know, I'm back in Raiders Nation, you know, I'm here, I want to make it work, saying all the right things, you know, run that shit back and all that sort of stuff is basically, you know, what you're gonna say. You know, you don't want the, come here. That's holding. No. Now we're going to take the fourth. Keep using it. I'm going to go to sleep. See you guys tomorrow, man. Alright, man, you have a good rest of your night. Stay blessed, stay safe, and I will see you in tomorrow's stream, man.
Conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this.
Good catch, Life. Going with it. Oh, please don't be holding.
Not one that I've ever met.
Offense. Come on, Jordan. You got to be better than that, bro. I've been seeing a lot of that from you now. You got to be better than that.
In this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And throw it away. All right, let's bring it to the ground a little bit. Not completely. Let's go with wide receiver coach.
Take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
Bears called a timeout. I wasn't even on the ground yet. The heck, they cheated me.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense?
Let me get a halfback slip screen.
Essentially being a receiver downfield.
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game
Ooh,
begins. So
they brought the blitz. So yeah, it's one of those things where it messes with your marketability. I feel like BG's in that situation where, you know, even if he doesn't grab another one this year, he can, you know, hold on a second.
It's a tough task to match up.
Down, boy. What you call it? I feel like he's in a position where he can market himself way better. He doesn't really. I mean, the Good Morning Football thing was there. I think if I would have noticed that, I would have probably tried to get like my own podcast going. Maybe, you know, contact or Fletcher Cox, and you know, which is my favorite. Contact or Fletcher Cox, who's my favorite defensive tackle from the Philadelphia Eagles all time. I would watch that every episode. But you know, that's decisions they got to make right now. He's still got the ability to play and stuff. And I feel like, down, boy. Get down, boy. Get over here. So yeah, anyway, to chop it up with y'all a little bit about some of the things that we talked about today in the, the episode of the SR51 Media show. It's an art-based show. So what's going on is I brought people up to speed. Hold on 1 second. Couple 4 quarters. I knew he was gonna try that run up the middle crap. Yeah, so the thing about it is I announced that I will be creating an account tonight before I go to sleep on Webtoons. I hope everyone can support it. I will be dropping links in the Discord, dropping links on social media, everywhere, announcing it. Hey, hold on one second. I'm going to be announcing that, I'm doing it over there, how we're going to go on about it and stuff. I'm even inspired myself, to be honest, to say something that wasn't said so much in the stream that came to mind. My inspiration, a lot of people from, hold on a second. Good catch. Okay, now let's see if we can end this drive. Let's go halfback option. Okay, they're playing wide.
Scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender, give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yards.
Second timeout.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. As they'll stop it with
PA boot flow.
gets to play in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down.
Figured he couldn't intercept it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get us across the middle, Bill, and get us closer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Okay.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good.
Mm-hmm.
He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
So yeah, the thing about it is, where I was coming from, I was drinking some water trying to run that play. Kick it inbound so they can't. Dribble. So yeah, the thing about it was, hold on a second. Here we go.
And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team. Brandon,
I get inspired by
and
video
Charles
games that I play, TV shows I watch, movies, things like that. And, I get inspired by, even sports. And does it tie into the book that I'm doing? In a theory, there's certain things that will be there that represent certain things, but I feel that the audience that we chop it up here needs to be the same audience that gets chopped up about the book. We don't need to be in a situation where it's like, okay, I'll chop it up with you guys. The reason why I tested out the whole non-cam thing, which is different for some, is because of the fact that, the theory I tested out was because of the fact that I also want to move into, and I'll announce that tonight outside the podcast, I also want to move into drawing online, like basically pages, and I did, don't get me wrong, I did at one point rule out, Patreon, mainly because of the fact that it's not so much about the money, it's about the fact that, the comic's going to be on Webtoons. So basically, in my opinion, I feel that, it's a great place to be over there. I think that it's one of those, because there's other, that was a nice catch. There's other platforms that you can use and stuff like that I've looked into, but I don't want to start something somewhere that I have to start over, and I also feel that a webcom. Come here. A webcomic. Ah. That's right. That's right. We ain't playing this. I'm talking about Quignon. Give me cover 6, Willie. So yeah, at the same time, what happens is like I want to get into like drawing scenes and stuff like. Hold it. What's further? 3rd and 20, 4th and 17, 4th and 17. Ah, no shutout. He hit the kicker. They get it first. You get the kicker. It's cool, Coop. We got this under control.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
Nah, that's all right. He was going for the ball. It's fine. The sack still registers.
With a chance for a touchdown.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pass complete to Loveland.
Oh, I hit him at the line and he still scored.
Colston Loveland, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead.
Well, damn, what is he, 6'8"? I whiffed on that first one. That first one should have took him down.
You felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
So, yeah, it was one of those things where Webtoons has been around. I want to say I've discovered them when I first started streaming. I had always kept them. Hold on one second. I had always kept them in mind, right? There are some other companies that do similar things, but the impression I get from a Webtoons, let's break it down a little bit.
Anyone in the NFL in the middle part of the season, the NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 even, 60 even.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to
Oh, he was on that one. He was playing deep on that one. He knew it. All right, cool. Let's break it down, son. Let's break it down, son.
Instead, it's second down.
Hold on one second. Let me get back in the groove, and then we can get back to it.
He'll drop to throw.
Great catch.
This time in on the corner route, it's complete.
Pass interference. Defense. I'll accept that.
Frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line
See if we can get CJ up to 100 yards. I want him to have 1,000 yards this season.
interference, and they crossed it on that play.
That gets him after a gain of 7.
25.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling.
3rd and 2. Let's go and get it.
Popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say spotted right in midfield. At the
That's
50.
first.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Looking at you, Wagner.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
No huddle.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Inside zone.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
No huddle.
6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, that's complete.
Great catch, CJ.
Able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Halfback stretch.
There he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A gain of 3, second down.
PA zone sale.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to
Good catch, CJ.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's running back. It's complete.
Good run, CJ.
Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and 8.
Game this close. Field goal.
It wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now we're going to get
Nah, I would go for it, but I feel like in a game like this where we really got them under control. Like let's not go for the field goal and then they get the ball and they score and they're only down 1 touchdown. You know, down boy. So yeah, what I was saying was, now also at the same time I did say webtoons right in the first episode, and the reason why I said that was because they stand out to me as a brand that is very good. But at the same time, I do. We are currently in a situation where, hold on a second. We are in a situation where webtoons is available, and there is another competitor that is available to us. So in the next episode, I will hold on a second. In the next episode, I will have a concrete, link to wherever it's going to be seen at. So far, it seems like it's webtoons, unless something changes. If it is, he's a good scrambler. I was on him. Williams is nice. He did that in college. They're going to replay it? That would have been a nice replay. Yeah, so I'm going to look into it tonight. I'm going to have some more information, and then tomorrow. Yeah, that ain't happening again. Now you got yourself hurt. Look at you, dumb. Look at you. How my man Fred, you big dummy. Nickel blitz.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5. And he'll get this down over to about the 46.
Bring the house.
Third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Good throw.
And he will have the Bears first down, and he is able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout.
Saved the other 2. So yeah, it's like I said, I'm embracing the webcomic aspect of things, but then at the same time I do want to see everybody's options before I concrete say, hey, go over there and subscribe up, because like I said, I'm trying to avoid in a way, if I could describe it, I'm trying to avoid starting something and not being able to look back on it after I've done it for a while. And good hit, Wavy, good hit. Get down, boy. Pick it up. Get him. Good stop.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. O'Connell.
We'll take that.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Inside the 10.
Mm-hmm.
Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Have the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So yeah, because I want to make sure that we take the best option also for what's going on, because of the I know the style I'm in is Western, and I know they have some Westerns over there, but there are some other places where Westerns stand more out front. So I have to make a decision on, you know, whether or not it's gonna be there, and basically maybe change up the style a bit, you know, a little bit of manga, a little bit of anime, or whether it's somewhere else and I hold to the Western. So, you know, we'll that'll be something that I look into tonight myself. So, because it's only about 10 or so, and then later tonight I'll look into it, and then hopefully tomorrow I plan on doing another show live, and then probably following it up with maybe gameplay, depending on how the day goes. Change it up. He's throwing it. That's right, gentlemen. Inbounds tackle.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw is Williams. And tackled down after
Good stop. But yeah, there's and then also, like I said, at the same time, I'm gonna try to hold true to the free option. That's the one thing I can probably guarantee you, that I'm gonna try to hold true to the free option, because I would prefer, when I look back on it, you know, Lord willing, in my 70s when we're still talking, you know, and I'm like, remember that time when I said I was gonna make it free, you know, and everybody got to read it, and like, what would it have been if I charged you? You know, that's why I think, oh, he's a nice, oh, that was nice. That was a nice get out. I had you though, bro. I had you. You know, I think it's a better entry right now in the world we're in. I mean, what, they just raised gas like what, $3 today or something like that. I mean, I'm electric, but still. You know, I'm electric, but still, you know, that's impacting. You tell the grocery store impacting everybody. So, you know, and then like I said, I told the story in the podcast about, well, not podcast. I told the story in the show about how, you know, I saw a comic in the store for like $1.25, and it was a Batman comic, and I'm like, you know, that really does change things. I don't think it's a sign that like we're not, because I do believe we're in a golden era of comics, you know, phase 2 type thing. Good sack. Who's that, Anderson? Ooh, he monstered him and Carter. He threw that ball aside. They on him. Look at the line is on him. Passing touchdowns. Oh, I'm tied with Josh Allen. Oh, I gotta get another one.
Right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season.
Get off him. How many yards you got? Bring him back out there. Hit him again. They're gonna slide to the left. They slid to the left. Going with it. Going with it, CJ. Wow. What are you talking about?
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
I'm talking about CJ. to wrap this up and give me 1 second here. Hold on, let me write this 1 second. Give me 1 quick second here. Put that in there. So yeah, I'm gonna do my due diligence tonight. You know, do a little research, check it out. You know, see where we're gonna be at. Also, I'm gonna do some research into some programs. You might have saw me, Black Guy 22. Welcome to the community, man. Hope you enjoying the stream. So yeah, you might have saw me talk about programs like not using SoundCloud. So basically, the membership that I was paying them, there's nothing wrong with them. They're a great place. I just feel like it's better hosted on I think it's just better hosted, the show, the SR51 Media show. I think it's better hosted on YouTube and TikTok. I feel like it puts us in a position where the group that we chill with when we play Madden can also tune in if they want to hear the podcast, but also watch it back later if they want to, you know. And I think that I'm not going to spend time tonight, like, you know, chopping it up with you guys about how it goes down and stuff, but I will say that good hit. Call a timeout. I took a timeout. I'm trying to see if I can get somebody else another sack or interception. He caught it! Oh. All right. Great game. Great game, fellas. Great game.
And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense right now, right? Defense with laps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about.
All right, this was the last game. I'm not gonna keep you guys in here talking. Basically, like I said, be sure to check out the SR51 Media Show episode 1, available on the playlist on YouTube. I will be adding more content. I think the next show is gonna be more conversation about where the podcast, where it's gonna be and how to go to it.
Their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5.
Oh my God!
And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
Dang, I don't even know what happened to the Bears where they 1-5. I didn't trade nobody from their squad. I think because Thunny retired or their other line guy retired. Okay, I got some credits, I guess. I didn't know they give out credits. Dolphins for life. We're gonna put this on Deep Threat, taking him to 97, which is great. I think he's still a rookie. No, he's no longer a rookie. And then there's Will Anderson. We're gonna put this on Speed because I saw Will hunting people down. Will's about to be a 99. And then also, what we're going to do is, we were building on the youth. Let me see something here. I saw, there were some passes where I did see, like, a couple of these cornerbacks. Probably not Nolan or nothing, but I did see a couple of cornerbacks that somebody like Stingley would have probably locked down. But now that Stingley's gone, I'm pretty sure it's basically impossible for him to be brought back to his squad. It depends. I mean, I have a high pick. See, they want 2 first. Okay, so they want 1 and 2. I would be willing to do 6. Okay, 6 and 1 from 31. Okay, you gave me like 6 picks, right? How about 2? How about 6 and 30? You know, because I want to wrap this up on a good, wrap the stream up on a good level. If I give them 6 and 30, I would still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 first round picks. So I'm willing to do another first, but I want to push it out to somewhere in 31. Put a second with it. You probably got to do a higher than 30, which is understandable. I don't have a problem with that. 26 and another one. Still too low. Okay. 31 is probably too far out for them. They want something a little earlier than that. Let's do 30. Okay. That's not really appealing to them. So let's bump up from 20 to say 10. And then I will be giving you 6 and 10 and still protecting. Wait, do I still have 3 or did they change it? Yeah, I still have 1 and 2. So it's cool with me. So let's do that. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure I have some other picks. Alright, I wanted to do that. Hold on 1 second. I wanted to do that so that way he's already on the team and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, we're going to stop right here because if I don't stop, I'll keep, it'll be another 5 hours. So basically, I want you guys to have a blessed, safe rest of your night. As I said, if you have not already, be sure to go to the SR51 Media Show on YouTube under that playlist. Check it out. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. And like I said, I will be looking to do another show tomorrow, another Madden stream, and then hopefully, possibly another podcast show where we talk about some of the things that have to do with the brand and more in detail. So you guys and gals have a blessed, safe rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.